It's So I Was Like,
our podcast. I'm Becca.
I'm Alyssa, if you don't remember from last week.
Yeah, so last week we talked about,
We literally talked about boyfriends who are not our boyfriends last week. If you want to hear it, go listen. But, I mean,
today's going to be all about cheating on every side.
I guess we can start off with, like, our
life
updates.
Okay.
So, me and Becca,
we're in Nashville right now.
Yeah, we're in Nashville right now. We're at Hi-Fi Clyde's, by the way.
Yeah, I'm drinking an espresso
Yeah,
martini.
Becca's drinking an espresso martini. I don't drink those. But, no, we literally are soulmates. We've known each other for 2 months.
And we want to move in
She's
together.
like my twin flame. That's like the new thing nowadays, if you guys didn't know.
Twin
like
flame.
twin flames. It's like your soulmates who like, not romantically, but like people in your lives, like your soulmates.
Yeah.
Me and Becca are literally like.
Do you think?
No, we are.
I think so
like,
too.
Like we are the same person. Like
nothing you ever say
our therapy
makes,
sessions.
Yeah.
Like
I know everything about you.
I know everything about Becca. She knows things I've never told people in my life.
Things I've never told anyone.
Exactly.
So I feel like we're
accept
bonded
each other for who we are.
I know, and like everything you say, like I agree. I'm like,
I know they say like never room with someone that you're like best
love,
friends with,
but like we have to.
But no, me and Becca want to move in together. We want to move to Nashville.
Yeah, we want to move to Nashville together mostly because I live in Ohio.
I'm from Jersey. I go to school in Alabama. I go to the University of Alabama. And I don't know, I just like am grown out of Tuscaloosa.
Yeah. You say it's like bad for your mental health, right?
It is. It's just the environment there. We'll do a whole episode one day on like college and like choosing a college and like mental health and the environment and like all of that. But I'm like grown out of Tuscaloosa. I always thought I would like move back home and do what everyone from Jersey does. They go away for school, then they come back, they live with their parents for 2 years. And then they work in the city and they save money and then they like move to New York City or like Hoboken. I always thought that would be me. And then my parents moved out of Jersey. And I was like, and COVID happened and New York just isn't the same. And I was thinking to myself, I was like, I could go literally
anywhere.
Anywhere. And it never in my mind have I ever thought like I'd be anywhere but New York or like maybe Florida because like I have family down there.
That's where we're different. My whole life I knew. I was like, I don't belong here. I always felt like, I was like, I don't belong in Ohio.
Really? I always thought, maybe it's because New York City is like so big and I grew up like going into the city every weekend for like dance and stuff.
I love all the people I've met there, but like I just always have had too big of a personality.
Yeah, I guess that's how I feel like in Bama too. It's like, I just am not like,
Alyssa is like you're like the epitome of like average Alabama sorority girl.
I'm like an average Alabama sorority girl, but I'm a lot more outspoken about it. So I just feel like I'm like way louder about things, even though like to my core, I am everything that like an SEC like sorority girl or like a big school, like I feel like I am that.
Yeah.
But I feel like I'm a lot louder about it and I talk about it a lot more. So in Tuscaloosa, I feel like there's like, either everyone fucking loves me or everyone hates me and there's no like middle ground.
It's because of your Twitter?
Yeah, I would say it's because of the Twitter.
Because I started following you because you were because you were a classic Alabama sorority girl. So the fact that you're saying like you started telling me about how like it is bad for your mental health, it makes me wonder about like I feel bad for all the girls that are in Alabama and they probably feel that pressure. Like
so I'm like ready to get out of Tuscaloosa. I have a year left, but I'm gonna finish online because when I met Becca and she was like, "Let's move in together," I was like, "Fuck it!" Like, I'll just finish online. Like, I'm unhappy here.
So
anyway.
Are you choosing me over college?
I'm choosing Nashville over college. I'm kidding. I'm choosing Becca and Nashville over college. But it's like
I think you should get your degree though.
No, I'm obviously getting my degree. My parents would fucking murder me and literally disown me.
Just having a degree is like a good fallback kind of thing.
And like Becca has her degree. Like I don't want Becca to always be like, oh, I have a degree.
Yeah, I would hold that over you for sure. I'd brag.
She would in a friendly way. But so we want to move in together. I think we're gonna go look at
apartments.
Like we actually ran into someone last night that I like went to. They were actually in my sorority.
Really?
At Bama.
Yeah.
And they're like touring places here, and they're gonna give me like they're gonna like kind of filter it out and tell me and Becca like where to go and where to
where the move is.
But I honestly think me and Becca living together would be fucking.
Either we ruin each other's lives, which I'm fine with.
In a fun way though. Like I don't think it will ever go bad where I'm like I hate Becca more.
So this week we are going to do a story time.
Yeah. So last week I did like story time behind one of my viral tweets. That's like a thing every week. We're gonna do story time and loyalty tests. We have a good loyalty test for you guys. So we're gonna read at the end of the episode. I have a story time today. Becca has a story time about a
frat boy.
But he was her
Not boyfriend.
He was her boyfriend, but he was not her
my
boyfriend. If you guys didn't listen to last week's episode, we went all into that. So go listen to that.
I met this guy in my lecture, in my history lecture. It was the first day. Hottest guy at OU. I went to Ohio University. Wait, I feel like he's gonna hear it. Whatever. He was the hottest guy, and I knew who he was because like he's the hottest guy, and he was like an older guy. I was a sophomore, sitting in my lecture at an empty seat. Hottest guy at OU sits next to me in the lecture. He looks over at me and he says, I'm not gonna come here like every day. Can you like just sign my name on the attendance sheet? And I was like, yeah.
Like you're hot.
I love you. So I
have feelings for you.
Yeah, like also like what are we?
You're not coming to class, you're my type.
No, exactly. That's hot, by the way. So he sat next to me every time he would come. He finally got my number to like get the notes from the class, which like I knew what he was doing.
But yeah, we know when he's like,
if a guy asks for your number, he can ask
for the notes. I'm like, you could have asked the fucking nerd behind you. And
I never sent him notes. Not once. He never asked for them. So anyway, he got my number. We started texting.
He got her number to ask for the notes, but he was actually like, hey, it's Friday night. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, like come to my frat's party. He was like in a great frat at OU too. Like, so I was starstruck. Like in my head, this was huge.
You're 19, like you're 19, like a guy.
Like an older guy.
I know it sounds immature now, but like back then, when you're 19, a guy in a good frat is like, oh, what are you doing? You're like, oh my God, I'm the fucking shit.
It was like the equivalent of like a celeb. So in my head, at 19. So I was like, I thought in my head, like this is kind of dark and like sad to say, he was like a little bit out of my league, and like he kind of was.
That is dark.
He was dark. Yeah, but like
dark.
I just had that mindset of like, oh, I have to like impress this guy, which by the way, if you guys are listening, never have that mindset. Always believe, even if like fake it till you make it, always have the mindset like, I'm out of this guy's league.
I'm like
doesn't matter if he has a blue check mark. Spoiler alert. Doesn't matter. Always think like they're welcome. They're welcome for applying.
The moment you let yourself think a guy's out of your league, you're lost. You're done.
So
you
I lost
the game.
So I lost. So basically, I would like text him all the time. Like okay, it was like we have this thing here that we like do like first base, second base. First base is like spending the night. Second base is
hanging out sober.
So we were on second base, you guys. Like
they were hanging out sober.
And third base, except he was taking me to his date parties. Like I was at this guy's date party.
So he was like, Becca was acting like this man's girlfriend.
Loved him. Was in love with him.
Loved him. Were you actually in love with him though?
Yeah, in my head. Yeah, he was the only guy.
In your head, when you're 19, you're like, I love this mediocre frat boy who smashes beer cans on his head also, and then does blow in the bathroom.
You guys aren't gonna believe me, but like this is also the guy that had a girlfriend that like made the video about me last week episode. So me and this guy were like together. Like we were like everyone knew it was like an unspoken thing that we were together. He hadn't like popped the question yet of like, are you my girlfriend? But I went out with him one night, and then this random girl comes up to us. I guess we can call him Johnny. So this guy's name is Johnny, the frat star. She was like, Johnny, I love your girlfriend. Like, she's so sweet. Like, she's so cute. And I was standing there, and I was like, trying to be cool. I was like, he's not my boyfriend. And then like, he looked at me, and I remember the look he gave me, like, that was unnecessary.
So he was basically, he was like, how dare this girl.
Like, ready for me to be his girlfriend.
Right.
We had been talking for like 2 months.
No, they had been like,
but I was trying to be the cool girl, like, he's not my boyfriend.
Playing it cool, like we talked about last week.
Which, like, totally respect, kudos to me for that, but, like, I took it too far.
Exactly, at that age.
There's a line, like, I should have just been chill and been like, ha ha ha, like,
when I was a sophomore, and, like, if that happened to me, I would have been like, oh, we're dating now. So, like, kudos to you for being like, this isn't my boyfriend.
Another thing about talking to Johnny, though, is that, like, it's, like, sad to, like, admit, but, like, I would, like, I don't recommend this. I would pregame hanging out with him, even sober. Like
I know so many people that do that. You don't have to hide it.
Yeah.
No, sometimes it's like, fuck, I need to be drunk when I see this guy.
Just to give you more context, like I lived in a sorority house at the time, and like everyone in my sorority was obsessed with him. Like they were like, what happened last night with Johnny? Like you're so lucky. Like everyone was like telling me that every day, and they're like, don't fuck it up, Becca. Like don't fuck it up. Like, and the thing is, I feel like he's gonna hear this, and he's gonna be like,
fuck Johnny.
Whatever, yeah.
Hashtag pray for Johnny.
Pray for Johnny. Actually, no.
Pray for Johnny. Hashtag pray for Johnny when he sees this.
You guys, he had a girlfriend the whole time, but like, anyway. He had a girlfriend. He had another girlfriend.
I know.
That's too hard to
explain. We'll talk about the situation at the bar that happened a few weeks
anyway,
ago.
that doesn't even matter. Like, anyway, so I was like infatuated with him. Like, everyone was invested in our relationship, so I would pregame every time because I thought it made me like more fun and cool. And like, I was like playing the game so hard with him, like trying to act so cool, and I don't think I should have done that.
Do you think he like knew?
Yeah.
You were like, could he like taste the alcohol in your breath, do you think?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I went to OU. It's
Did
like
he
a
ever
huge
like
party
say
school.
anything? Like, are you?
Yeah.
Would he ever be like, Becca, it's like a Wednesday night?
Well, that's why we ended. So listen, that's the end of the story.
Here we go. All right, here we go.
So I would pregame like aggressively, like a little bit too much. You guys, I don't think that you should ever. I will say this again, never think a guy's out of your league. Like, you already fucked yourself over when you do that.
If that's one thing you take from this episode, it's like never let yourself
guys
think that.
out of your league.
Like, they're literally just men.
Yeah, just men. But he was really hot. He was like hotter than me.
I've seen pictures. He's really hot.
And his frat was having a darty, and I was supposed to be his date.
Okay.
So I was
that's normal.
A darty is a day party. So, or like at my school.
A darty for me is a day. Oh, you said day party.
Day party.
Okay, I thought you said date. I was like,
no.
What?
So their frat was having a darty, and like everyone was gonna be there. So I was like nervous because I told all my sorority sisters, this girl asked if I was his girlfriend, and he like acted like I was kind of his girlfriend.
Right.
So everyone was like, "You're his girlfriend, ha ha ha." Everyone's hyping me up. They're like, "Becca, you're going to the darty. Like, how's it gonna be?" I start pre-gaming. My friends were coming with me, and then like we show up. This is dark. This part of the story gets dark.
It's dark. That's like our kind of like saying, by the way. It's like
dark.
This is dark.
Or low. Sometimes we say, this is low.
This is low.
This was low of me too.
This is dark.
I show up, don't remember showing up. Don't remember leaving my sorority house. Like, I took 7 shots.
So she didn't pregame. She literally had a whole
went out.
party
Like,
by herself.
I went out by myself in my room.
It was like the end of a Saturday night,
Yeah.
but like during the day, like in the morning before she even left her place.
So I like black out easily too, which makes it even worse. So I show up, don't remember leaving my house with my friends. My friends say what happened is they walked me there. I see him, I hug him. Then I start being a bitch, and I'm like, ha ha ha, like trying to be cool again.
Right, she's playing it
too cool.
And if you listen to last week's episode, we talked about that happy medium, and she was just playing it.
I was trying to.
She was on like the cold side to the point where he's like, does she even like me anymore?
Yeah. So my friends say I was like being kind of mean. I was like, ha ha ha, like everything he said, I would be like, like trying to like pretend like I didn't like him, which is really sad. I fucked it up for myself.
Yeah.
So, okay, apparently I was ignoring him, so one of his frat brothers started hitting on me.
Right.
Which like is like, I could have used that to my advantage. Instead, I want to die like telling this story. Like, I literally want to die because I wasn't.
Okay,
I don't remember.
I have definitely done worse.
This entire story is like told through the lens of like one of my friends. Like, I don't even know it.
She doesn't even remember. So basically the story's coming from like a third person
narration
that of someone that like saw it all go down.
So he starts hitting on me, and instead of being like, ha ha ha, I'm with Johnny, the star of the frat, like Johnny's like the main frat guy.
Right.
I let it happen, and I was like, ha ha ha, like hitting on the guy back.
Right.
So, because I think I thought, I'm sure back in my black, I wasn't there, I don't know, but like, I'm sure I thought,
there, but she
I
wasn't
probably
there.
look like so fucking hot right now. Like, getting hit on by his friend, like I probably look so fucking cool because like I don't even care that Johnny's watching me. So, long story short, he made out with me in front of Johnny, and people were like, Johnny, isn't that your girl? And then everyone was like, Becca, you should leave. Like, all of his frat brothers were like, I'm sorry, like Johnny's fucking pissed at you. You have to leave. I get more drunk. The president of my sorority tried to call an ambulance to send me to the hospital.
Oh my God.
So yeah, that was not my boyfriend's story. We were like fully like, and then he never talked to me again. But he had a girlfriend.
I thought he did talk to you again.
Well, yeah.
Well, years
he came back around.
Years later, they always come back.
They
That's what I
always
say.
come
When a
back.
guy stops talking to me, I don't even sweat it. I'm like, fuck it.
Even when you make out with your frat brother.
Even
at
oh
his
my
own
God.
party, he came back, but it took a year or two.
I will one day tell the story of the Holy Trinity.
What's the Holy Trinity?
Oh, Becca. The guys part of the Holy Trinity don't even know about the Holy
it?
Trinity.
I don't even know.
So like there was just like this guy I was talking to, and we were like me and him were like you and Johnny.
Yeah.
But like longer, like literally almost a whole fucking year.
Really?
Me and him were like that, and then I like went home with his little.
Oh, And then I started hooking up with his big. I'm not even kidding.
So some of them probably don't know what like a big little is.
Yeah.
Basically, like when you're in a frat or sorority, you have a big, they're in the pledge class ahead of you, so they're a year older. They're kind of like your mentor, and then you get a little.
So it's like your family, like in your frat.
Yeah, it's like a
sorority.
family. Like you get a little, they're a year younger than you, they look up to you, you look up to your big.
Yeah.
Whatever. So I basically like got with his little.
That's kind of like cheating.
And from his perspective, he was like, we're exclusive, like this is cheating.
Yeah.
Which brings us to this week's main topic, which I love talking about this because cheating. There are 3 perspectives of cheating, and I have been on all of them. And I'm going to be honest. I'm going to tell everyone, like, I have been the girl that's been cheated on. I've been the girl that's been cheated with, and I've been the girl that literally cheats. And like, I feel like most girls, like, girls are always like, oh, I've been cheated on, but not a lot of them will be like, I cheated.
Yeah, so you've cheated?
I've cheated. So we'll talk about the first one.
Okay, so
and
the first one is
being the girl that gets cheated on.
That's disgusting.
Okay, there's something like, Becca, when a guy, have you been cheated on?
No.
You have never been cheated
on?
Not
that I know. I'm sure I've been cheated on. I don't know.
But not that you know of? Okay, so say you were like with a guy for 2 years and then you fucked another girl. How would you feel?
I would puke.
You would puke.
That's disgusting. It's sad. That's why the loyalty testing, it makes me really fucking sad.
No.
Like,
I just
like someone that is supposed to be your like partner, like your life partner, like fucking another girl or like talking to another girl.
Exactly. Like for me too, it's like I don't usually get so upset about the whole like, oh, I fucked another girl. It's like the emotional aspect for me.
Right.
It's like you literally developed feelings for another person. While being with me, and you're supposed to have feelings for me. At that point, it's like I feel like guys that do that, they're just
like need to go to hell.
Like,
I think I'm a little bit it's out of insecurity.
Right. It is out of insecurity.
I'm a little bit desensitized to it, like because of the loyalty. Like I literally deal with it every day. Like I'll be the girl for like other people to get out of a relationship. I'll be the other girl.
They like ask you to do it,
but not in person, like over DM. But like I'm just saying, like I'm so used to it because it happens all the time in my random DMs. But the thought of like being that actual girl, like that is like heartbreaking. Like when you, like I could cry.
Like if you were so in love with a guy,
me, then why would you cheat?
Like imagine like you're infatuated with this guy and he treats you well in person and like you think he's so respectful, he's so perfect, and then you find out he's just like this whole
it's
other
almost
person.
Like sociopathic. Except I say that, but then I'm like, wait, but you cheated on someone too. Like so I'm like, why?
We're gonna get into that.
We're gonna get into that. Like what?
It is sociopathic, and it's like how I always say this. I'm like the most fucked up thing ever too is when they're like, say they are out with their friends and they're cheating on you, but they're also like you're texting them and they're texting you back.
Yeah.
And like, but in your mind, you're like, oh, he's out at the bar. Like,
but he's texting me back,
like,
so he's not
we're
cheating.
Good, we're in the clear. And then you find out like he's actually
where's the line
though?
Like, is there like a line of like what is cheating and what is not? Because guys go out and they like hit on girls like all the time. So is that cheating?
See,
when you like hit on a girl?
That's where like it gets blurry for me.
It gets blurry for me too.
Because I could like have a boyfriend that I'm like, I don't actually.
Have you ever had like a friend that has a boyfriend who is like so respectful? Like, I think there is a clear line when it's like. The guy, like, he talks to a girl as a friend, and you know it's platonic.
Right.
So that is, like, where the line, when it gets to, like, you know when a guy's hitting on you.
But I also look at it, and so I had this one friend, she was super loyal to her boyfriend. It's, like, the only guy she's ever slept with, only guy she's ever dated, like, super loyal. Yeah. And I would bring her out with me and, like, guys I'm talking to who have, like, guy friends and stuff. She wouldn't even, like, talk to his guy friends. But at that point, I'm like, you are 21.
Yeah.
And it's, like, go talk to people. Like, go talk to people. I'm not saying like go tell the guy like, oh, let's go make out in the bathroom, but like talk to people and like be social. And I feel like a lot of people get like
confused. They're like, am I not allowed to talk to like the other a member of the other sex?
Getting cheated on,
or
like
if you're
what
like
do you
gay, like another person.
What do you
what I mean?
consider like being cheated on?
I think
like where does the line draw for you?
There's a difference between healthy relationships and unhealthy relationships, and you can see it. Like I've seen healthy relationships where it's like. They don't flirt with other people, but like they're friendly to everyone. They're like outgoing, fun.
Too friendly.
What?
Too friendly sometimes.
Yeah, that's
I mean?
when it gets unhealthy. That's when like you're getting cheated on. And I think a guy hitting on another girl, even like.
What do you consider like hitting on them?
You know.
You know, like touching and like buying drinks and shit.
You can feel when a guy's
You get the vibes.
Just like the way that they're looking at you, you can even tell. You know.
That's true. They're like eye fucking you.
Eye fucking, yeah. That's the thing. I think even that's like cheating. But not worth like breaking up over, but like writing down in your notes app.
See, but that's where I am like,
I don't know.
If I was like dating a guy and he was eye fucking another girl, I really think I'd dump him.
Yeah, you shouldn't be with him anyway, but I'm saying if you're bored and want a boyfriend, you can stay with him.
Yeah, you could stay with him. Like, it's not embarrassing to yourself.
If he is fucking another girl, you have to break up. You have to break up.
No,
that makes you look like a clown.
I have never been cheated on to the point where a guy's like full on fucking another girl, but I have like been cheated on to the point where like he's going to her place and like making out with her. And,
wait, what? Like that's bad too.
No,
like,
it's definitely bad. But I was like 18. He was 21.
And you stayed with him?
Older. Like I did. We broke up for a little bit, but I did take him back. But looking back on it, I'm like, that's where the line should have drawn, because once you like forgive, so it's like if you forgive a guy for fucking a girl, it's like you are the dumbest bitch alive.
Everyone knows about it. Everyone talks about it.
But if you forgive, they do talk about it, and it's so embarrassing. Everyone knows that you like took him back.
They don't say
you
it to
literally,
your face.
I don't want to sound mean, like put girls down, but you look desperate as fuck.
Yeah.
If you're like taking back a guy who's fucking another girl.
It's sad.
It's really sad. Unless you guys have like a kid or something, like
even then, break up. Be a single mom.
We'll get into that one then.
I'm just saying, like.
So like in my situation, the guy went to her place, been out with her, cuddled with her, which for me was like, you fucking cuddled her.
Cuddling is worse than sex.
I agree. But and then he was honest with me. Like 2 days after it happened, he told me. We broke up for 24 hours.
Alyssa, if you're getting cheated on, you need to break up.
Like, and then I took him back. But like, from my perspective, it was like, well, he didn't fuck her, and like he was able to gaslight me, manipulate me into being like, I didn't fuck her because I love you, and like at a young age, you believe it. But I want like young girls to like realize like that's like the starting point. At that point, like if you take a guy back because he just like made out with a girl, he's gonna be like, oh, she took me back for that. Like I can get a blowjob next.
I don't trust any older. Anyway, that's another thing. I just think everyone's cheating on everyone.
No, I agree.
Probably because of the loyalty test. I'm jaded a little bit.
Like with the loyalty test, you are not necessarily being cheated with, but like you are in a sense.
Yeah.
So that brings us to like our next point, like being the girl that gets cheated with. Have you ever been the girl that's been cheated with?
Yes.
No. Have you ever?
With like
was
Johnny.
It knowingly or unknowingly?
Unknowingly. I've never knowingly been the other. I mean, except for the loyalty test.
Yeah.
I've like actually 2 different times. I've like a guy has slept with me and I found out he had a girlfriend. Mm-hmm. But you would never either. I know you wouldn't.
I could never like go home with a guy knowing he has a girlfriend. There have been cases where the guy manipulates me and he's like, there's a situation, but we're not exclusive. That's what he'll say to me, and I'll be like,
okay. So for me, if I'm gonna hook up with a guy though, in my head, like, for me, that's like I'm gonna have to convince them to fall in love with me. So if a guy, like, you know, I don't like sleep with random
So you're like getting
men.
to know them.
Yeah, like
so like you know they don't have girlfriends unless he's like a master manipulator.
Well, I'm saying, yeah, which is what Johnny was. But I'm just saying, like, if I don't believe that any girl. I say that, but I don't know. I always think it's the guy's fault. Because
I always think it's the guy's fault too. Even if, for me, it's like even if the girl knows, I still don't blame her.
Because that's why I'm saying, like, what's the appeal of being the other woman? Like, you can hook up with a guy for a night, but it's not going anywhere. He has a girlfriend.
There are definitely girls out there who
I don't know.
Like,
I don't believe that.
I have a friend. I have an old friend. I'm not friends with her anymore. But she was obsessed with being the girl that was cheated with.
No, she is.
Because there's some girls out there and they have like these insecurities and they're like, I just want to prove I'm like better than their girlfriend. Like it's this fucked up, twisted thing in their head, and they like love the fact. I have friends who've like had affairs with married men, like knowingly, like they know their man's leaving and going and sleeping with their wife.
I just think that's
for me. I would never fucking do that.
Well,
that's too far.
I'm just saying, if that's you need to go to therapy.
Being the girl that gets cheated with, some girls love it.
I don't think
they
so.
love it. They find such a thrill in it.
I cannot.
I literally have a friend. Well, she's not my friend anymore. And she literally loved being like, she loved the thrill of like, are you leaving your wife for me? Like
I don't believe it.
I'm telling you, Becca.
I understand on paper that that's real, but I really think girls are like always good. In my head, girls are good.
Girls, no, that's how I am.
Like
I always try to assume like the best in girls, just because my experience with guys are so bad that it's like I always try to assume like girls are always in the right.
In the 2 times that I've been the girl that like gets cheated with, the girl both times they blamed me.
Right.
So it's like, that's why I'm like, I don't. It's easier to blame the girl.
When you were the girl that was being cheated with unknowingly.
Yeah.
How did you like feel when you
Awful.
found out?
Like literally like so low. Like my self-esteem, like it took months to repair that because I don't like feel. Ugh, it's just gross. Like
no,
you feel like you like I don't know. But they both times they stayed together though. Like the couple stayed together.
Exactly, and that's another thing. Like, if you are the girl that's getting cheated on, like blaming the girl that's getting cheated with, like there's a very, very good chance the girl that's getting cheated with is being manipulated just as much as you are. When I find out a guy cheats on me, it like ignites this fire in me. Like, I don't know what comes over me. I literally want to go to your house. I want to tie you up and I want to make you watch me kill your fucking childhood dog and literally kill your brother.
Calm down.
And that is when I need to take
my Sunday Scaries.
And they fucking calm me down. Guys, I'm serious. The Sunday Scaries, I take 2 of these bad boys. And I'm like a normal person. If you get cheated on, you don't want to prove that you're crazy because the guy can be like, I cheated on her. He's going to tell the next girl, I cheated on her because she was fucking crazy. If I were to just take 2 Sunday Scaries and chilled the fuck out for literally 30 seconds, got brought back down to earth.
If they don't know what Sunday Scaries is, it's like...
Sunday Scaries, guys, they're these CBD gummies.
Yeah.
And I've tried so many CBD gummies. These are the only ones that have actually like calmed me down. I take them right before bed. My mind doesn't race. I can sleep peacefully. Like,
yeah, it'd be
it's
the cool
so much
one.
better than taking like melatonin. I had a NyQuil problem for like a year. But
you did?
It was really bad.
I didn't know that.
But the Sunday Scaries, guys, I swear. I like swear by these things. They actually work.
I ran out of them.
No, I ran out of them within like a week. So now we have our 3rd point. This is being the girl that cheats. Have you ever cheated on a guy?
No.
In any capacity? Have you answered DMs? Okay, you've answered DMs.
I mean, just answering DMs.
Yeah, but like at this point, like we're young, like whatever. Like I really don't like think that's
Alyssa and I are 22, so we're like.
So I don't think that's like anything huge.
I mean, we don't have boyfriends, but I don't know.
Yeah. I have
been the girl that cheats.
I have been the girl that cheats.
If you are a girl that cheats, you probably have a good reason.
No, you definitely
So we don't care, you're fine. You're not a sociopath. Guys are.
Should I like get into like my last relationship
and
like
cheat on him?
Oh, he has 0 clue that I was cheating on him. So
is he gonna listen to this?
# pray for David because he's gonna hear this and he's gonna literally like hate himself and hate me. And good thing I have.
Well, why did you cheat? Did you like stay with him after?
So, Becca, I was just like. It was during quarantine. I was in this place in my life. I just like wanted a boyfriend, but I didn't want to be in a relationship.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, I don't get it.
So I wanted a guy that I could call my boyfriend, but I didn't want to act like I was in a relationship. So like we were also long distance.
Okay.
And it was just like, it was easy. It was just easy to cheat. And like, I just from the moment we started dating, I had met this guy at home who I always thought was so hot, and like he all of a sudden like had interest in me, and like an insecurity in me was like, I like need to like get with him. And I cheated. He had 0 clue. I feel so bad, but like I know I was in the wrong. Like I could sit here and be like, I know I'm not ready to be in a relationship, and I should not have I should not have dated him.
I understand though, because there are pros and cons of having a boyfriend. Like the thing is like, having a boyfriend, like when you're drunk, like something like depressing in my life right now is like I literally am not talking to anyone. So like when I get drunk, who do I talk to? Like who do I hang out? Like I'm bored. So like I understand why you wanted to stay with him because you wanted a boyfriend.
Exactly. Like
you
I
didn't
wanted
want to
that.
do the
Like
relationship
I wanted
work.
that cushion and like that thing to
that
like
constant
fall back
in your
on.
life. Yeah.
And like it was just, guys, he believed anything I fucking
it's
said.
Sad.
But he was also extremely clingy, which I think is what drove me. Like I remember the first night I cheated on him. He was like, I was at a party, and he was like, guys, this is like the cringiest thing ever. So I was at a party, and he was like, just reminding you have a hot boyfriend, like sent a shirtless pic. And I was
yeah, I would cheat too. I would cheat too.
I was like, that is literally like, he just reeked of insecurity when he did that. So I was like, I need to go with someone that's not you.
I really think that guys, or I know this, guys cheat when they're insecure about their girlfriend being hotter than them. I'm not even kidding. Right. Because they're like, can I get another bitch even though I have a hot girlfriend?
I feel like girls cheat when it's
the guy's
it's
too
kind
clingy,
of like
opposite.
It's like they're too clingy, or like they did something that's like out of spite.
Yeah, or out of spite.
You know what I mean? Because like you could be the perfect girlfriend, a guy will still cheat on you, but like I feel like if he was like the perfect boyfriend and like he was who I was when we met, that I would have been fine. Like I'd still be with him today. But it was like getting too clingy. It was like, what are you doing? Who are you with? When are you going home? Like getting mad at me if I wasn't texting him every 5 minutes. It's like, okay, well now like I need to just.
Girls are allowed to cheat.
Yeah, girls are allowed to cheat.
Guys aren't.
Basically.
Guys are sociopaths if they cheat. Girls, it's fine.
No, yeah. I feel like, yeah, girls always like have a reason.
There's always a reason. And they're in the right, and they are amazing. I love girls.
I would, if I could like go back and like turn back time.
Would you take it back or no?
So the first guy I cheated with, I would not take that back. I think he really deserved that for the shirtless pic. I think that was fucking cringy as fuck.
Yeah.
And like just so unattractive.
He should go to jail.
No, he literally needs to be arrested. And like
arrested.
Psychologically evaluated for that one.
Yeah.
But the ones following, I would take them back just because there were times where like he was being so like good. Mm-hmm. But like I already had cheated and it was just so easy and it was like fuck it, I'll do it. But I would go back and not do those. I would not do the ones following the first guy.
I'm just saying because of the loyalty test that I do, I think that the guy's always in the wrong.
Exactly.
Speaking of loyalty tests.
Speaking of loyalty tests, this week's loyalty test, Becca, go ahead.
Okay, you guys, this one's actually wild. Here is our conversation. I DM'd this guy. This girl told me that she knew that she was being cheated on. A similar situation to last week, like she knew she was being cheated on, she just needed proof basically. She told me what to say. So when I do this, like basically the girl is like talking through me, like she like DMs, like she just sends me what she wants me to say to him. So I say, hi, smiley face. He says, hi, what's up? So when he says, hi, what's up, I know I have him. Mm-hmm. Like I know like.
Right, as soon as they answer, it's
if they answer, they're gone. I said, not much, totally stalking. I saw you go to OSU and I'm transferring there, ha ha ha. He said, oh nice, yeah, I'm a senior. I'm happy to be your tour guide. It's always the tour guide thing. I feel like that is like
they always like want to show the girl around.
I said, thank God, LOL, we should go out for drinks or something. He said, I'm down, you're in Columbus now? Which I actually was in Columbus. And I said, yes, I guess I should ask you, LOL, you don't have a girlfriend, do you? And he said, so basically, this guy's Instagram was with a girl. Like, every picture was with a girl.
Which is why Becca was like, oh, you don't have a girlfriend,
do you? He said, oh, no. People always think that, haha. The girl in my profile is my cousin. She visits a lot. But I'm starting to think.
You know that Instagram page where it's like siblings or dating? It's like cousins are dating, except they're actually dating and he's just saying it's his cousin.
The pictures were of him like, I guess they weren't like kissing in the pictures, but like to say to me that that's your cousin, that's not even like a liable like.
No, it literally.
It doesn't even make sense. So I said, oh wait, no, he said people think she's my cousin, she visits a lot. I'm starting to think I should take down the pictures of us together because people always think we're dating. She makes me post them, LOL. Why would your cousin
be like,
you post
at the family fucking reunion? She's like, hey, make sure you post that fucking picture.
Post the picture.
Post the picture right now. Like we're cousins. Like post the picture. I don't believe it. He definitely was in his group chat with the guys, and he was like, guys, this hot girl DM me. What do I say? And they're like, bro, tell her it's your cousin. He's like, good idea. And then he just wasn't.
Totally get it. Like when I'm with my cousins, I'm like, oh my god, we should like make out on our Instagram.
Exactly. Like
I get it.
I always want to post like pictures of my cousin. That makes me look like I'm dating them.
I'm just saying, like your next family reunion is gonna be so fucking weird. Like
your next family reunion is gonna be so weird.
There's
when your aunt is like, why do you look like you're a couple with my daughter?
That's what I'm saying. Like cousins don't do that. So I'm just saying, like, I cannot.
Did you answer him after that?
No, I just sent it to the girl, and then she said, ha ha, like she already knew. She was like, what the actual fuck? Imagine being that girl and getting like the DM, like, he's like, saying that you're his cousin to a random girl.
plot twist, she's actually his cousin, and she doesn't know.
It literally doesn't.
Imagine though. Imagine if that was a thing, and he like
actually related.
Like, yeah.
I'm just saying, like, I cannot imagine being her. She was like really cool about it. She was like, I'm not his fucking cousin, obviously. We've been dating for 3 years. That's what she was telling me.
That's why it had to be his friend's idea. Like, only a man could come up with like an excuse that's stupid. So that's it for this week's episode, guys.
We are talking about frat boys next week. Like how to trick one.
Yeah.
How to trick one into falling in love with you.
Yeah. Just the frat boy, just diving right into them because they're a complicated species. I don't know how natural selection hasn't like just taken them out yet, but
as a species,
all together, they need to be terminated. But yeah, we'll see you guys next week.
Thank you for listening.
Oh, don't forget, follow us on Instagram.
Rate this podcast.
Rate the podcast. Subscribe. And yeah, that's it for this week.
Thanks,
guys.